All right, welcome to JCCR Adventures, where today we are going to spend some money. Let's go buy the Nissan GTR car and go race in Class C online, the clown class, as I like to call it. Now let's just see, is there anything in the legendary cars? I check in almost, I'd say every 2-3 days, not quite daily, but nothing new, nothing that I want to spend the 12 million on. Drop your suggestions if there's anything in here that I should absolutely buy. We already have the Audi, by the way. Bought that a long time ago, find it really tough to control. So let's go jump on the Nissan GTR. So let's do a little video here. Why watch? Well, we're gonna be covering what cars you should use online and why. And I love the GTR, so we'll go to Brand Central. I love the GTR because it's extremely solid. Other cars can't just push it around the track. It's got great capabilities going on and off the curbs in the bendies. It stays stable. It's pretty darn easy to drive. You got the safety car there. Isn't that nice? But we want to make sure it is a GR3 car. So in red, that is looking pretty spiffy, the GR4. So you've got to watch which one you're getting. And then here we've got the GR3 GTR Nismo GT3 in a dark blue, not black, liking that quite a bit. And we've got this right here, a GR2 that can always be tuned down for your 800 performance points races. Yes, that's 863, but we should be able to tune that down. So later we will want that 1 million versus it's heavier, it has less power, but it's what, tuned down. I can tune it down myself, but the difference is naturally aspirated versus turbocharged. I certainly don't mind the turbocharge, so we are going to purchase that. Good times, glad we've got that. But you can't, online, you can't tune down. I don't think we can get away tuning this down. So what we're going to do is get an actual GR3 or GT3, GR3 in Gran Turismo 7, GT3 in the real world. So let's go get that dark blue. The black, the dark blue, the difference turbocharged, little power difference there, but they get online, they're all going to get evened out anyways. Liking the color, so saving the credits. Beauty, love the yellow lenses. JDM all over, but it's a left-hand drive. Oh, okay, yes, I do want to get in. Now let's pop out and jump right into the online racing. So you go to sport mode, jump into the Suzuka track here. Let's see what we can do in Class C. So why watch Class C racing? Well, because it's a clown show. It's a mix of Mario Kart, Twisted Metal, and Demolition Derby. We have a safety rating of S, so it won't be quite as bad as it was, but people are still spearing us into the stratosphere and punting us like some dirty donkeys. Use current car, racing hard, need to get the mediums on, so when you can't get in, you just gotta go. And while you're here, in case you're ever doing an endurance race and get into some real wet weather, you don't want to, waste 30-40 minutes of driving because you didn't have the right tires. So buy those right up. Wow, that money dropped. What were the soft tires? What did they cost? I feel like I just spent almost $1 million in tires. That can't be. So we've got entry deadline. Enter with your current car. Well, yes, I do want to enter with the current car. And you just got to actually throw on the tires. I wish this would be automated. Like they set up the car, all the settings on the car, toe angle, ride height, everything is standard. Why can't you just give us the tires? So let's do a few little laps on the qualifying time trial to get used to the car, and then we'll we'll jump right into the online racing. So let's just talk about the qualities, the strengths and weaknesses. Why drive the GTR? Let's cover that right here, right now, and put the pedal to the metal. But it'll be the brake. So the curbs goes right over them, just to show you going out, then coming back in on the gas, and it didn't slide out the back end the way, you know, the 911 is famous for doing. Love the Porsche 911 for online racing, but it is a little bit of, it's not a beginner car. A little braking there, turn in, so it doesn't spin out. I'm not losing control when braking a little too much. And I say braking too much, it's all about how much you brake versus how much the steering wheel is turned. So if you're braking a lot and the steering wheel's turned a lot, you're gonna slide out, but this seems pretty resistant to it. Definitely not the greatest sounding car, but I think we can get some fast laps with this. So generally, I test the handling of the vehicles, and for online racing, it's so important that you get a car that can't be pushed around and easily knocked off the track. It's an unfortunate reality. Gran Turismo needs to increase the penalty times, so the deliberate crashing gets reduced. Now let's give it full gas. So huge mistakes there. I deliberately made some huge mistakes. Full throttle to test how is this gonna slide out and lose control, and it's extremely controllable. So this is a great beginner car. No issues going on and off the curbs. Let's go completely off into the grass. No issues, full throttle. This is an extremely solid car. So to test its potential weakness, maybe that'd be acceleration. We'll have to go online and test with different manufacturers. Okay, it doesn't have the handling of the McLaren or the 911, but it's great, or the Lamborghini, but the Lamborghini has issues with the curbs. They're pretty, you can spin the car right out on the curbs pretty easily, I find. This is one of the most solid vehicles. It's a tank. So here I don't want to just throttle down, but let's see what happens if I do throttle down. Oh my goodness. Pedal to the metal action with the steering wheel turned, and it had no desire to slide out. Again, it's a very, very controllable car. Maybe it doesn't turn in as well as some of the other vehicles, like the BRZ, Subaru BRZ. Great turn in, but I found its weakness was just off the line acceleration. Seemed a little less powerful. Handling the curves really well, no slide out there. The 911, I think I would have probably spun out. The back end would have wanted to kick to the front. So ideally, normally as you take off, you slowly get into the accelerator pedal. General rule of thumb, full braking and full acceleration occur when the front wheels are straight, and the more the front wheels are turned, the less you should be on the brake or the accelerator. No slide out. So this has great stability, very resilient to beginner mistakes such as full throttle, full brake when turning. It's a fantastic car. Great beginner and intermediate vehicle. Also very fast in the hands of a pro, obviously. But it's all about matching its strengths and weaknesses to the drivers. You know, the car's pros and cons to the driver's strengths and weaknesses, and finding what works for you. So going in at half brake and no desire to slide out. So I wasn't working to take that corner as fast as I possibly can. I really want to test out the braking. Very easy to drive. I'd almost say that driving this for too long will make other cars harder to drive, because if all my habits were to become, based on this vehicle, I'd have issues with other cars because I'm doing things with this car that would cause spin outs in others. Like there, the 911 absolutely back end would kick out going full throttle before the steering wheel was straight. Again, this car will allow me to not crash, but actually form bad habits for other vehicles that are, I think, probably faster, but require more talent. You don't have to give this car a lot of respect. It absorbs beginner errors. I'm pretty impressed. I'm really impressed by it. The question is, can I get anywhere near a fastest lap time with it? So that corner, I'd say it's another weakness it has is maybe high speed handling. I take that corner a lot faster in most other cars. But overall, low risk of crashing, low risk, no risk almost of being speared into the stratosphere. So now let's try for a fast lap. I have to get used to, you can't rev it out as much as the NSX, which I absolutely love, or the McLaren. Engine noise on this is kind of annoying. It's not for me. This, in regards to looks and sound, I'm not a big fan. In regards to driving, I absolutely love it. It's perfect for a beginner intermediate driver. This is really hard to top. This is an amazing online vehicle. Let's go, 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 go. So you're watching JCCR Adventures. We're a small family business here. Would absolutely love and appreciate if you could give the thumbs up button, subscribe, turn bell notifications on, catch our material, and if ever we make too long of a video but you really want to help out a small family business trying to feed 2 poodles, then play the video, the longer videos in the background after you've gone to bed. You have unlimited internet, it'd be really appreciated to help the channel grow and get out to more people. So made an error on that corner, so not the best example for trying to get a faster lap time. Okay, it won't be this lap, but oh, okay. Take off in second maybe. So already at a bit of a disadvantage because I didn't go through the starting line at a quick enough speed. But starting to get to know the car, so should be able to make up for it here. So doing a few practice laps before going online, especially if you're switching cars, great advantage. Makes it so that you can actually focus on racing and being quick instead of thinking that you have to attack other vehicles to get ahead. Very, very easy to drive. So a very easy car to drive consistently with no major mistakes. Great at absorbing rookie beginner mistakes. Braking at the 100. Good on the engine and braking and left foot braking. So 204.9, my record with the Lamborghini 2033, 2036 with the 911. And I'm pretty sure if we can, off the start, be a little bit ahead of the Ghost, it'll let us know that we definitely could be in the 203s with this vehicle. So got to match the strengths and weaknesses of the car, the pros and cons of the car to my or any driver's strengths and weaknesses. You'll need to keep that in mind. I'm a bit of a last minute breaker. I'm impatient. So having a car with really great brakes is really important to me. I like really good handling because I don't always have the best line. But I know this course. So for courses I don't know, this won't be the car for me because it does far from having the best handling. If I want to go on a track that I don't have memorized and I don't know all the corners relatively well, I need the Subaru BRZ or the McLaren. Forgiving. The 911, I would think I would have spun out there. The 458 Italia, 100% you'll spin out if you have that error of jumping on the accelerator pedal a little too soon or a little too hard, or a mix of both. A bit of both will do it, will spin you out too. Well, that's very nice to drive. So I can get 204s, 205s consistently in this. Then if I can get every lap at 204, 205, well then I'll be pretty decent. Well set up in the C class. So let's jump online and see what we can do now. All right, welcome to the Clown Show. Nemesis number 1 with a 202, pretty darn flat. Griff, a 202.3, congratulations. I love seeing 911s up there. Love the 911. I've got 2 of them, but not, $500,000 or $1 million machines like we see there. I've got a 1999 and a 2000, but that's the 996 generation. And if you're willing to take the risk on the IMS bearing, which isn't much of an issue, less than 1% of the engine's blew because of the IMS in 1999, because I had a dual row, then they moved to single row, and it's not very reliable at all. Slightly over 10% of engines blown. But glad to see everyone's C-Class and everyone is S rating, so everyone has a really good safety rating. Starting in 10th, because my 203.34 is pretty slow. Mind you, if ahead of us, they plan on violence. If they're, instead of apex hunters, they're rear-end hunters, well, then we'll have a chance. Just from driving respectfully, we will get ahead. So let's see what this race holds. I'd be an excellent D class, but I got kicked out of the D class. Why did I get kicked out of the D class? I made the mistake of getting a first place finish and increasing my best lap time. And my best lap time in no way is a representation of my consistent lap time. So getting punished for a while on the C class. You got the map if you don't know the track very well, but we do. So we'll go to the radar so we can drive defensively and try to avoid some of the other clowns on the track. Get a little drafting in behind the Lamborghini, try to tighten it up here. Getting real close up behind. I'm ready to pass because they are driving pretty slowly, but I can't. It's a thin track here at Suzuka circuit. It's not a wide one, and when we're all clumped in together, passing is really difficult, so I'm just going to be patient and wait, as you should be, and it'll open up. There's gonna be some crashing, but the S-Class, what's nice is a lot of the crashing is accidental, but there's still some big crashes that go down, because it is safety rating S is excellent, but we are C drivers. Oh, and I get pushed right there. Dusty Pirate, or Dastardly Pirate, driving a little dusty there, gave me a little donkey push. Let's go. I'm doing it, ma. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry, Dastardly Pirate. I'm sorry. I did not mean to. You braked right before the apex. That's odd. That is an odd place to brake, and my safety rating will go down, and I wear that like a badge of honor. And I did not hit the apex as I should have. You really want to get on the inside like that. And again, and then back on the accelerator. Got back on quicker, but we had Sammy Epic. We drove into the back of him ever so slightly, and that took away some of our speed. You can see the Lamborghini up ahead is not wanting to cross the apex curb as much as I am, because he is worried about losing control. And I say that as I lose control, and it's just because I had a bit too much speed. I wanted it too much. I got to repeat myself, the mantra: slower is faster. Going slow so you can come out fast. You can get on the throttle sooner, earlier, and get the right line to cover less track. At the 50, quick little braking. Oh, and I got pushed really hard there. But the GTR is so solid. We got an NSX behind us wanting to play dirty. He just gave us the good old punch. What a donkey. Airmail King and Bird having a collision, and we're right past them. We blew their doors off after their crash. Lost a little bit of time with spinning there, but the GTR is great at not spinning compared to other cars, and that's where we can gain a little bit of time. Because C-Class, some of them will spin occasionally coming off a corner. So that's how you need to take it in the skyline. I don't think I'll get a penalty for that. It was pretty close though. Pushed it to the limit. Okay, so now that there's no traffic in front of me, this is where we need to start cutting it down to some 204s. So when you get the right line, you can be on the gas so much quicker and cover less asphalt. So the line is so important, and to get your line, you got to be going the right speed. So slower is better. So slower is faster. Here we go. Let's go. Slower is faster. Quick braking here. Six seconds faster, that's a big difference. Now that there's no traffic and no one to stress me out about getting speared into the stratosphere. If you want to play a violent game, you know, there's Warzone, there's wrestling online. You can go do some wrestling. But why bring the spear into the sphere of simulation racing? It can be a little frustrating when you're getting speared left and right. Some of my older races when I was C and B and A safety rating, a lot more nonsense going on there. Much more of a clown show. Now we can actually get some semi-clean racing in. Oh, if I don't get a penalty for that, I'd say that's my new line that I need to repeat. That was a nice line there. 7 seconds faster. We still need to cut this down by 2 seconds a lap. That's a lot faster this time. So they're going through with quarter braking. Well, at first, approach full braking with engine braking, and then on and off the brakes with quarter braking. And I don't think I'll wipe out with this vehicle. So solid, great beginner vehicle. GTR all the way as a beginner and intermediate vehicle. Absorbs all my errors. Even with traction control quite low. Yeah, this car is confidence inspiring, and I can push the car without being worried about losing control. Woo! Happy Hughes ghosted. I would have speared him. T-bone hard. That's how you ruin someone's frame and have a car scrapped. Mind you, nowadays cars get declared scrapped pretty easily because of all the technological sensors that they're required to have, or try to get you to upgrade to. So we're going to lose a little bit of time here. Got to get this just right to have a good lap. So there, with that line, I could probably be full throttle the whole way through with this one. Bring down that lap time. We can get it down to 2:04. I find the 911 the best, or the Lamborghini, really great for getting a solid lap time. They're really fast cars, but it's a first or last situation when I drive those as a beginner intermediate driver, because they are not landscaping cars. If the rear wheels touch just a little bit of grass, it says nope, I'm going home. It doesn't go for a 15-minute coffee break. It goes home for good. Home into the wall. Whereas the GTR, it's a good landscaping car. It's ready to mow some grass. Very, very forgiving car. There, just took a little grass, felt it in the steering wheel. Love the Thrustmaster TGT2 that I've got. More torque than I could ever handle. I don't even have it on maximum torque, and still lots of resistance in the steering wheel. Really like it. A really solid purchase. It replaced my T150, which is a great starter. Let me know in the comments section, what are you using as a setup? Are you on the controller? Do you have a sim racing steering wheel setup? Are you thinking of getting one? And if you do have one, what are you using and what is your favorite car? Or maybe top 3 favorite cars for online? This is going in the top 3 for sure. It's going to be a pretty fast lap. Should be. Oh, almost got into 204s. 7th place. A lot of traffic on the start. I need to get a faster lap time so I can start in, let's say, 5th. If I start in 5th or 4th, it would be great. Less traffic. That first lap, first 2 laps really slow because of the traffic. Now let's let the others finish up. Griff, good job starting first, finished in first. JJCF made, I think he was starting off in 4th and made it up. Mario M, I've raced with Mario M before. Mario M, very quick, and it looks like our real competitors are going to be Dastardly Pirate. Gave me a little wee bit of a push. That's going to be my nemesis. I've got my eyes on you, you dastardly pirate. 7th place, raised position by 3rd based on last race, I guess. Suzuka circuit. Love this race, but hard to pass. Narrow track. Great place to pass is on the last turn and the first turn. Relatively safe space. Not like a safe space like they have in universities, but a safe space to pass.
Griff Orange Toman has left the room.
Alrighty, so congratulations, Griff. You got gold, my friend. Thank you so much for watching. Now, I'd really appreciate it. Help us out here. Really, thank you. Give us that like, thumbs up, hit subscribe, turn bell notifications on, and play us in the background. Our longer videos will really help this channel grow. We're a single income family here with 2 poodles that we got to feed and dress, so help us feed and dress those poodles and help us get to 1,000 subscribers. We will be upgrading the rig and maybe even putting the rig in the garage with a Shelby GT350 and 1991 Toyota MR2 in the background for you all. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Have a great weekend and see you in the next video.